Hello everyone, welcome back to Hermione's Horror Reviews on the channel. Do horror book hauls, horror book reviews with digital and physical audiobooks, and so much more. So next week it will be officially the beginning of July, as well as the beginning of the third quarter of the year. So we will be we'll start wrapping things up. Despite the heat and humidity and the desire to figure out why people actually like summer. July actually is going to be in between, so which means like the next month, if you're into agriculture, this is when two things happen. One, the leaves start changing, though it does happen earlier than that, like the month that we're entering. And you can bring your first crops in, so yay. So that is going to be, a good thing. So it means, for me at least, this heat is days are numbered. So I will be very happy about that. I work at a factory, and it is hot all the time, and I literally want to die every time I go in there. But yeah, don't worry, guys. I drink plenty of water. I actually have this thing where you pour water, like you have ice and you pour water, and basically it has a cartridge and you clip it in there, and you can actually turn your water flavorful. So I generally, during the course of the shift, I generally go through two of them. So next week I'm actually going to be purchasing like six packs of it, because I want to have plenty Anyways, I had a little toothache pain. I'm using Ambisol for it. However, the downside of it is that if I eat or drink anything sweet, it goes away, and then I'm back to being in pain, and then I have to do it again to get the relief that I really need. So yeah, I'm getting my teeth taken out, so I won't be suffering for long, which is going to be really, really good. Anyways, so the month coming up, I am going to essentially tell you what I'm going to be doing, like what kind of videos am I going to be uploading for the third quarter. So definitely you're going to get a lot more horror content. I did get my Kindle Unlimited back last week, and so I actually borrowed a crypto book. I think it's called Savage Beasts. And I am almost done with the Haunting of Something House. Haunting of Sunshine House. I don't know if I did a halfway video review of that. I don't know. I gotta look at my things to be able to tell you if I've done that. So I definitely will be reading that book next month. I am going to get down to reading Vampire on the Orient Express. I have 4 books that I got, and I will be reading those in July, August, September, and October. October will be the Kraken. So I'm really hoping to read a lot of horror books coming in July. I have started on The Gunslinger. However, it is not a Kindle book. It's a Libby book. So I will be reading that book. I'll start reading that book today. And I actually have it on my cart on Amazon. So I'm going to be doing that. So this month, coming up and into the future, I'm going to be doing book hauls. This includes library book hauls. I'm going to be really visiting the library this summer. I started with like earlier this month, and then I'm going all the way into like the last of September. So whatever books that I have checked out going into October, I will just finish those books and return them back to the library. Um, Also, I will be showing off books that I get from Target, from Myers, places like that. I am planning on my second paycheck of next month. I'm going to an independent bookstore. And I'm really hoping that when I go there, they're going to have a really good selection of horror books, because I really want to start supporting independent businesses. Um, I am also going to start reading more Natasha Preston books. I have Colbert. I have basically all of them. So that's really good. And I'm still going to be on the, Frida McFadden one. So I just finished, no, let me tell you that. Tomorrow I will finish Brain Something, which is really weird because it's kind of weird, but I'll do a halfway review of that book. And I already have the physical book in my Amazon cart. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about adding it to my collection. Tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, Thursday, so be my luck, it will be tomorrow. Thursday, I'm getting that large book haul of horror books, though there's a couple of mystery books in it as well. I just like my mystery. Book hauls, I'm still going to continue to do the weekly horror wrap-ups. I am going to definitely be using Kindle Unlimited a lot for my horror books, which is great. It saves me a lot of money. It also ensures that I only have books in my horror library that I really happen to like. So that's that. I am also going to be doing book reviews, like the halfway and the full, and I'm also going to continue with the the books that I'm reading for the next month, and also review of books that I have read this month. So I'm very, very excited about that. Let's see what else. Oh yes, I'm also going to start doing reviews of horror movies. I know that I did a couple before, but I haven't done it since Halloween. So I'm doing that, and so horror book hauls, horror book reviews, horror book pile, TV, all that type of stuff. So definitely excited about it. As far as my Fear Street is concerned, I don't think that I'm going to have them all bought by the end of the year, but I will get most of them picked up by the end of the year. Anything else? Oh yes. So I checked out the book The Stand by Stephen King, and as I told you, I am on The Gunslinger. I also have the physical copy of The Gunslinger in my cart. What I'm going to do is, if I don't have money to afford a Stephen King book, I'll just go to the library and get it, and I will read it. If I do it that way, I'm only going to check out 2 Stephen King books. I'm not going to check out anything else but those 2 Stephen King books. So that is my plans for July. and I'm hoping by the end of the month I will have most of my horror books read. The physical ones, not the digital ones. I am going to try to finish Holly by the end of July, so that way at least that's, I say I finished reading it. But yeah, so I'm going to there. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.